Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to episode 10 of Upon This Rock, season 3. And we've got a little bit of catching up to do, as well as 2 games today, Crystal Palace and Bournemouth. So the catching up, last time we met was the 3-0 home win against Norwich. We then followed that up with a 1-0 win away at Newcastle, which is a great result. João Teixeira getting the goal, but we did pick up a few injuries, as you can see here. Holding, Lookman and Anderson all picking up a few little knocks. We then followed that up with a 2-0 win at home to Burnley. Zach Clough and an own goal from Scott Arfield. And then we came crashing down to earth with a massive 5-1 defeat away at Chelsea. E10, Leon Bailey, Fabregas and Willian all with the goals. And then Jason Cumming popping up with another goal as well. And then a 2-1 home defeat against Swansea, who are riding high in the league. As you can see here, they are 6th. So not a bad loss, to be fair, but could have done a little bit better against Swansea. So as you can see, we've gone through the magical 40-point barrier on 41 points now for the season. 8 points clear of the relegation zone. And Crystal Palace find themselves in 18th, just the last place of the relegation zone as well. Bournemouth find themselves in 16th. So 2 games that are very, very winnable, but also very, very important to where we're going to finish and where they're going to finish in the season. So let's get straight into it. Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. Let's go. So we have gone for the 4-2-3-1. As you can see here, Wildsmith in goal, Kingsley, Baldwin, Holding and Wisdom in the back, Forrester and Hurahan in the middle, Sacco, Pereira and Leo da Silva Lopez is the attacking 3, and then Cummins as the focal point there. They've got a very strong squad. Scott Dan and James Tompkins still, Joe Ward at the back, Mandanda in goal, Forsberg and Benteke and Townsend as their front 3. On the bench, they've still got people like Ledley, Wickham and then Ray Moore as well. So yeah, a very, very strong Crystal Palace side, even though they're in the 18th. We need to make sure that we don't take them lightly, and we need to make sure that we give them the respect that we need. Can't go in lightly with this team. So let's kick off straight away. We're kicking off from left to right. We're in the neon yellow, and Palace is in their traditional red and blue kits. And let's get underway. Palace now with a free kick, trying to find Forsberg in the middle, but we get it clear. Townsend he's got a rocket with the left foot into Wanyama. Wanyama into Scott Dan. Scott Dan's going to get poured out, and then Kone's in there. Tompkins is in there, and he's made it 1-0 to Palace. Oh, very scrappy goal from our side, but Palace have scored the first goal. It's 1-0 to them 2 minutes into the game. This is horrendous start from us as a squad. Let's see the highlight there in 3D. Just didn't clear our lines. Dan here holding off. Holding off Baldwin into Kone. Forrester got a little toe in there, falls to James Tompkins, and he slots it home in the bottom left-hand corner. 12 yards out, 1-0 to Palace, and we've got it all to do in this first half. Pereira now with a free kick over to Holding, and that's a foul, and it's a penalty. It's been given. I think we've got Jason Cummins on them. Let's see if he can pull us back into this tie. Cummins now steps up against Steve Mandanda. Cummins now. Is he going to put it away? He puts it straight down the middle, and Mandanda is there to keep it out. Awful penalty from Jason there. Awful, awful, awful. But we're still on the attack. Hurahan now. That goal from Palace has woken us up. Into Pereira, into Forrester. Forrester's trying to find some space. Into Sacco, playing against his former side. Kingsley now. Into Leo. Leo at the back post. That's 1-0. Lovely, lovely goal there from the Posh. Great ball in from Kingsley. He's done really, really well since I've brought him into the squad because Sean Cameron was out of form. Sacco, lovely ball here from Sacco into Kingsley. And then Leo's just on this back post here. At the back post just to score there. Lovely little finish from Leo, and that's 1-0. Coming up to 15 minutes gone, and we keep coming again. Forrester into Ahurahan. Ahurahan, is he going to try and find someone? No, he goes back to Chris Forrester into Ahurahan. Is he going to try and find someone on this right hand side? Plays it out to Andre Wisdom into Forrester. Lovely patient play here from the boys. Into Cummins. Cummins plays it in through to Sacco. Sacco against his former side. Oh, he had 2 bites of the cherry there. One hit the post and one was brilliantly saved there by Steve Mandanda. Corner from Pereira. He's going to whip this in. Trying to find Baldwin at the foot, near post. Falls back out to Sacco. Sacco into Kingsley. Kingsley again. Oh, what a ball that was. In that corridor of uncertainty between kind of goalkeeper and 6-yard box for Cummins, but got it clear. Pereira now with another corner Up to Baldwin again, into Sacco, over to Kingsley, trying to find Leo at the back post again. Loads of pressure here from the boys. Coming into the last 10 minutes of the game. Last 10 minutes of the half. Pereira with a corner and into Baldwin, and that's 2-1 to the Posh. Lovely corner from Pereira. His delivery is absolutely on point today. And he finds Baldwin. Baldwin gets above, I think it was about 3 or 4 men. And he scores the second goal. Pereira, lovely. Look at that. 4 men there. Plus the goalkeeper. Gets above every single one of them. Jack Baldwin, 3rd goal of the season for him. 10 minutes before half-time. 2-1 to the Posh. And he scored just at the right time as well. Say 10 minutes just before half-time. Cummins is probably the only one having a shocker, really. That's because of the penalty miss. But let's see if they can just keep focused. Don't get complacent out there. And let's continue where we're going. That goal seemed to spark us into life in the first half. Hopefully we don't need that again in the second. And we just play the game out and be as professional as we can be. Hour gone. Nothing really happened in the second half at all. We've had 10 shots on goal. Cummins now. First real second half highlight. Townsend, though, gets the ball, picks it up. He's going to run at the defence. Trying to get that ball on his left foot into Ki Sung Young, into Wanyama. Wanyama, what a goal! What a goal! A goal that you wouldn't expect from someone like Victor Wanyama. Spins on a sixpence, does the defender there, and puts it into the far corner. Wildsmith probably on the wrong foot. We'll see this here. Ki Sung Young into Wanyama. Forrester tries to get a tackle in. Yeah. So Joe Wildsmith tried to step this way thinking he was going to go in the near post, but he just swung a leg at it and goes into the far post. It's 2-2 now, 25 minutes to go. The game is still there to be won. I would like a win, but it's one of those, again, that you don't really want to lose. You want to keep Palace in and around that kind of danger area, in and around these teams here. 42 points. 42 points I think will be more than enough. I think we beat Bournemouth next game, definitely will be safe, 100%. 15 minutes to go now. Again, other than Wanyama's goal, nothing has actually happened in this second half. Pereira now with the corner, final corner in, trying to find Holding at that near post, and I think that will be it for this game. It will be Crystal Palace 2, Peterborough United 2 at Selhurst Park, and it's an okay result, not too bad. People said apparently people thought we were going to be beaten, but what do I know? But next game, it's going to be against Bournemouth at home at London Road. And before we get to the game against Bournemouth, news just in. Burnley have lost their last game against Liverpool, which was a 3-0 win against Liverpool. But if you look at the stages here, they are the first team to be relegated from the Premier League this season. So only 2 more places up for grabs. Hopefully we aren't one of them, but as I said, straight on to Bournemouth. So we win this game today and we are mathematically safe. So really, really big game for us, and this is the team we're going for. Wildsmith in goal, Kavanagh, Baldwin, Holding and Wisdom at the back. Llorente and Hourahan in the middle, Lookman on the left, De Silva Lopez on the right, and Pereira in the attacking midfielder role, and Zach Clough up top. Let's win this, and we're mathematically safe. We cannot go down. First highlight goes to Bournemouth, but Wisdom cuts that ball out, plays it over to Leo, into Hourahan, into Pereira. Pereira now has got a lot of space to run into. Plays it back to Connor, back to Andre, and then back to Connor again. Leo pushes it into Hourahan, into Marcos. Marcos now is trying to find someone to play the ball to, but keeps the ball anyway. Into Kavanagh on the left back role. Back to Llorente, into Pereira, into Hourahan. Lovely ball into Pereira, but that's a great save by Quebec in goal for Bournemouth. Good start from the boys. 15 minutes gone. Pereira is... Delivery was brilliant last game. Into Holding, hits the post again. Lovely, lovely delivery from Andreas Pereira there. Fantastic on the corners. I think all we need to do now is just keep it really, really solid for the next kind of 10 minutes. Pereira now, another free kick. Tries to find Lookman. Back to Clough. Clough heads it back in, but Quebec there is safe there, really. That's not really troubling him at all. Still on the attack. We seem to be driving forward here like we were against Palace. Llorente into Connor. Connor into Pereira. Pereira's got a little bit of space. Tries to play it up to Zach Clough, but they launch it forward to Llorente. And Wildsmith there is just going to play the ball out nice and simply. Launches it forward to Clough. Connor now into Pereira. Pereira into Leo. Lovely ball. Leo's got 2 men on him. Plays it through to Lookman. Lookman there. 1-0 to the Posh. Adamola Lookman, 5th goal of the season. He's come up with some very, very big, important goals for us this season. And that's yet again another one going forward. Pereira now. Lovely ball. Lovely little back heel into Leo. Leo left-footed cross into into the path of Lookman. Lookman just walks onto it and absolutely lamps it there. 1-0 to the Posh, 25 minutes gone. Coming into the final 5 minutes of the half. Again, other than the goal, other than Lookman's goal, nothing's really happened. Pereira on a 6.2, even though his deliveries is good, he hasn't really produced anything else for us. He might be one of the early casualties of the game. We've been going well so far. They are capable of better. Let's see if we can get a little bit more from them. I'll give Pereira probably another 10 minutes, first 10 minutes of the second half. See if he improves. If he doesn't, I'll get him off and bring Zhao on instead. Bournemouth really haven't brought anything to the table. 4 shots, none on target, only 38% possession, 68% pass completion for a team that has that passing game like Bournemouth do. Not the best at all. Wisdom now, first highlight of the second half, coming up to an hour. A Phobie on for Llorente, into Borja Baston, into Max Graylover on the left. Lovely controlling football here from Bournemouth, into Lewis Cook. Lewis Cook launches it, and what a hit that is by Lewis Cook. No one was there to really close him down, and that brings them back onto level terms. 1-0 now, just after the hour mark. Bournemouth are back in this game. And I think those changes that I was gonna make are gonna be made now. Cummins is gonna come on for Max Clayton. Pereira is coming off. I'm gonna bring on João Teixeira. Anybody else I can have a look at? I might bring Marcus off for Chris Forrester. 3 changes made on the hour mark. Let's see what they can do. Here we go. Another. It's a highlight of the goal. A Phobie into Lewis Cook. Lewis Cook just looks up and unleashes an almighty effort there. Lovely goal from Lewis Cook. Up to Borja Baston. Baldwin. Lovely header there, but Lewis Cook gets it down to Jordan Ibe. He's going to be attacking Stephen Kavanagh now on this left-hand side. Does him. Puts him on toast into Borja Baston. And that's 2-1 to Bournemouth. We were comfortable in this game. Absolutely comfortable. And now Bournemouth are doing us. Absolutely doing us. 20 minutes to go in the half. Kavanagh jumps in on the tackle there. Jordan Ibe, lovely ball into Borja Baston. Gets a little nick from Rob Holding, but that's 2-1 to Bournemouth, and it puts everything into jeopardy for us. They've now gone to a 4-1-4-1, and we're going to go on the attack. We're going to try and push up as much as we can and see if we can get something out of this game. We were comfortable throughout the game, and they've just hit us on the break, and that's only 1 point from a possible 6. Teixeira launches it in, but Ramselaar gets it out to Harriata. Kavanagh now, deflected shot into Federici, and that is comfortable for him, really. So yeah, coming into this episode, 6 points. We're on the really easy 6 points. We're on show for us, really, and we're only going to be picking up 1 as it looks like it. And there we go, final whistle has gone. Peterborough United 1, Bournemouth 2. They've absolutely destroyed us here. That is unacceptable. We needed a win. We didn't get it. And our final 3 games look like this. Arsenal away, Man City at home, and Everton away. And we need at least 3 points from any one of those games, or all 3 games, to guarantee our survival unless results go our way. I'll be coming back for the final 2 games of the season. Man City at home, Everton away. I'll do Arsenal off camera, but not the best way to go into the final 3 games of the season. We're on another little patchy run. Our form is very, very up and down. Not the best at all. That's it for this episode of Upon This Rock. Please do leave it a like if you enjoyed the episode. Subscribe if you haven't already and you don't want to miss out on any more content going forward. And until the final 2 games of the season, I'll see you soon.